I'm Tim Hayden with Brain+Trust, and this is my HMG QuickSit.
Welcome to HMG. What is Brain+Trust?
Sure. Brain+Trust is a strategic consultancy. We're out to empower brands to build frictionless customer experiences, personalized, but also respecting customer data privacy and everything that can come from that.
All right, so you're in Austin, we're in Austin, but other than that, what's the link with HMG?
Well, we have a mutual client that we've been doing some work with, TIP Strategies, and I've just come to know HMG as a go-to when it comes to building beautiful front-end experiences for brands, and I'm proud to have you guys as a partner.
Great. In your experience in the relationship with HMG, why do you continue to choose HMG Creative, or what would you tell someone else who's interested in that type of work? What would you tell them about your experience with HMG is?
I mean, my experience with HMG and what I've just come to really appreciate is that the team is really great at listening, understanding different perspectives, and bringing different people to the table to be able to build consensus on the direction for a project. When it comes to the project management, reporting, accountability, it's not that I don't see this in other shops or other agencies. It's just that what I've experienced with HMG and the quality of the work in terms of what you see and what you experience when something's wrapped and the project's delivered, it's up there with the best I've seen.
Well, that's nice of you to say. Thank you. So you talked about, in Brain+Trust, you talked about building frictionless experiences. We can all kind of get an idea of what you mean, but what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you can think about it a number of ways. We've been spoiled by Amazon. We've been spoiled by some brands that started off as we believe they have as digital-first companies, right? And it's about taking steps out of the customer journey. It's about not requiring customers to go through so many steps to be able to buy something, even before that to find something that they want or that they need. So this is really to us at Brain+Trust. At the end of the day, it's about building a direct relationship with customers. So anytime they're in a moment of need, you can quickly get them the information, or even better, the products, and transact with them in a very succinct way.
Now, we were talking a little bit before, and you talked about GDPR and kind of customer data privacy. How does that tie in with your work at Brain+Trust?
Well, right now, on the heels of GDPR, which came out of Europe almost 4 years ago, the California Consumer Privacy Act went into force in January, but really wasn't enforced until July 1st of 2020. If you look ahead to 2021, there are 27 U.S. states that have data privacy laws in committee or in consideration, right? They're in discussion with these laws. What these mean, quite simply, is that you as a brand will have customers given the right to ask you to see their data, to see how you use their data, or to delete their data altogether. So what's funny about this is the same steps that you have to go through to comply with those laws are the same things you need to do to personalize content, to personalize media, and to make those customer experiences frictionless.
Now, we had talked a little bit earlier too about like Google and the idea of like doing away with the third-party cookie. I think most of our viewers know what a cookie is and things like that, but what does that mean as far as Google getting away with doing away with a third-party cookie? What does that mean?
Well, I think what we're seeing here is Google, as you're saying, killing. We joke about it that the cookie's crumbling, right? It is, but basically, they're in a situation right now where they want to maintain as much of your viewership, as much of your attention as possible. Apple is doing the same thing. They led with a promise to privacy. They came right behind that with Apple TV Plus. And then iOS 14, the current operating system that's out there on iOS devices, on iPhones, on iPads. All of these things are starting to build basically four walls around what Apple does, as Google is doing as well. If you look at it, they're trying to do what they can, I believe, to compete or to sustain their business alongside what Amazon has done with a very direct and personal relationship Amazon has with its customers. So you're going to see more and more brands do this. They're going to do everything they can to keep you within their ecosystem, to watch their videos, to buy their products, and to share more information with them so they can continue to contextually provide you exactly what you need and want.
Excellent. So how do those two topics and kind of the front-end experience that you talked about with HMG, how does that, what is it that what is it, your experience and your knowledge at Brain+Trust, how does that, how do you either combat that or help that? I mean, how does Brain+Trust fit in that ecosystem?
So one of the first things we do is when we go into an organization is we understand all of the technology and systems that they're using to manage the customer experience. That could be marketing, it could be communications, it could be customer service, it could be social media. And understanding what those systems look like, we have the ability to go in and write a prescription for them, a roadmap, if you will, on how they integrate all those systems into one platform, usually a customer data platform. What this does is it allows the brand to build a singular customer record for every customer they have across all of those tools and systems that they use. The important thing here, and when you think about the work that HMG does, is that in creating a very compelling content experience and the design of what the transaction looks like, what the media you consume looks like, for that to really do its job, you have to have data on the back end that's providing very contextual and relevant information, personalized again, I'll say, to that specific individual.
Excellent. Tim, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it, and good luck to you.
Thanks for having me. And I'm Tim Hayden with Brain+Trust. This has been my HMG QuickSit.